Hello everybody, welcome back to another video and wishing you all a happy new year. In this one we're looking at cleaning up a lens. This is my old, this is an SP2 Spotmatic Pentax M42 mount, and you can see this lens is not in the best of health, which is a shame because they're quite nice lenses, these Super Tuckamars. So yeah, I don't know whether you can see, it's filthy dirty and focus is nice and smooth on it. They are very well built, or they were very well built, these lenses. Aperture ring is nice. This is an automatic or a manual lens, depending on which way the switch is put. But yeah, the iris is pretty clear and no oil or anything on it. It's very nice. So yeah, a bit of a shame that the front looks like it does. Just check to make sure we don't have any protruding lens elements before I put it down on the table. So all I have is the good old cotton buds, and to start with a little tub of deionised water, and I need a cloth, which I don't have here. Should have got this a bit more organised. Need a clean cloth. Oh, there we go. Just a cloth to dab it off. This isn't particularly clean, this one, but it will probably do the job. So into the deionised water, dab it off on the towel, and we can go in circular motions, and we just do a quarter of the lens at a time, so we just divide it into quarters. So we use one end, we don't touch these with our hands. You can put rubber gloves on if you like, but you don't want the oils on your skin getting on the lens, to be honest. So we use one bud, well, they called in America Q-tips, I think that's what the Americans call them. And then again, just small little circles. I don't know whether you can see that. Small little circles. Deionised water is the sort of thing you put in a car battery or in your steam iron. All I'm doing now is just trying to clean around the side there. Just look at the mess coming off of that. And say it's dirty. And then we just do a bit more of that. Again, cotton buds are cheap, so we can just go around this edge. And we just dry it off with the other end. It's worth looking after your lenses. You find that the lenses are the more valuable part in a camera lens combination. Quite often camera bodies aren't really worth very much unless they're sort of very high tech, but it's the lenses, it's the glass that's worth the money. The camera bodies are really just light tight boxes, in spite of all the gizmos that they put in them nowadays. So again, we just work our drying side of our cotton bud around, and just look at the camera won't focus. You can see there it's zoom in a bit on that, I think, and you can actually see what's occurring. Just very small circles. The deionised water. And then use the dry end. You don't want water in your lens, so you try and use as least amount of water as you can. And you just keep going. This I can reuse, and I can use this to just clean up this part of the non-glass part of the lens, just to clean that up a little bit. You know, see what I mean? It's just like, oops, sorry. That's all black just from around the edges of it. Point this down a bit more, and I can actually put this on the table. Again, just dab that up on the cloth. And it's just removing the dirt that's built up over the years. Look how black that is. You'll be surprised. It's only a little bit of deionised water and a cotton bud. That's all you need. Nothing fancy. No glass cleaner or anything fancy like that. Look at the state of it. Fun job for these long winters, darkness. You can just break out your favourite lenses and give them a bit of a clean and a service. Just check them over, ready for when the weather improves and you can get out and use them. And when it's just dirt and dirt and dirt, isn't it? So you just keep going really until it comes off clean, and then you know that it's clean. Nobody likes using dirty equipment. So there's the front. And just by doing this first, you'll be able to see what other issues the lens has, whether it's got fungus or any haze, a lot clearer on it. Looking at this one, there is some fungus in there by the look of it. You can see it's growing on the side of the lens there. So that will need some, I use hydrogen peroxide normally, that's the first sort of port of call. Don't forget to do the back element as well. It's not quite as big as the front element, so it's a bit easier to clean. Don't like fungus in lenses. Comes from storing it in sort of damp, humid conditions. If they're stored indoors, they're not normally a problem. It's when they're in attics or garages and forgotten about. The fungus gets a grip on them. I think you agree that is a lot better than it was. But you can see up here there's, I don't know whether it's mould or what it is, there's something nasty growing on there. I use hydrogen peroxide to kill off mould on the outside of lenses quite successfully. That will get rid of most of it. Clean out the mounting threads. And again, you can see how dirty it is. But you get the general idea. This is sort of the first stage, is to get it reasonably clean. So then you can evaluate the lens to see whether it needs further work. Sometimes if they need stripping down, etc., it might be too much work to do. And again, you can see all the rubbish on the cotton bud. And I like to go around these sort of holes. Again, not too much water because you don't want water seeping into the lens. But yeah, it's just dirty. But yeah. It looks a lot better than it did before we started, but yeah, you can see that it's got a fungal infection down there. And even on the front element it's got some fungus. So this lens will need further stripping down, and we need to clean those lens elements in there. Sorry, I got a cold. But yeah, the glass looks a lot better than it did. You can see all the starts at the edges, it's fungus stuff. Starts on the edges, and and works its way in. But there you go, folks, there's today's video, the basic cleaning of a lens. We can see what's good, what's bad, and yeah, you'd be surprised how dirty your camera equipment is if you don't look after it. I only recommend doing this sort of once a year, really. But yeah, this lens we need to strip down further. Well, thank you very much for watching. Like I said, a happy new year to everybody, and it's been a tremendous year so far in 1999 with the growth of the channel. It's been quite phenomenal. I'm surprised there's so many people interested in my old junk, but it seems to be popular. Got plenty more coming for 2020, that's for sure. Anything that you'd like to see, I've got quite an extensive list of requests so far. But anything you'd like me to cover, leave a note in the comments. And as usual, any questions, queries, comments, etc., drop them down in the comments section. I read every comment and reply to near enough every one, I think I've replied to so far. And I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that usual good stuff that keeps the YouTube algorithm happy, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Don't get too drunk.